This is Jill, and this is Jill for today. Thanks for coming into my kitchen. Well, it's pumpkin time, right? Lots of wonderful pumpkin recipes, and I am making a pumpkin oatmeal cookie that's going to have pecans and cranberries, whatever you want to go in there. And guess what? They're vegan too. So I want you to come on down to the bowl here, and I'm going to show you what I'm just getting started on. This is the pumpkin. And a nice way to make sure your pumpkin cookies stay chewier is to kind of drain some of this out. So I have had this in just a tight sieve, you know, nothing too open as far as, you know, the screen goes. And I'm just, you know, maybe a half hour before you start baking, you can do this and see you're getting some water out of there. See there, look at that. So this is what I'm going to do with my pumpkin, and I think it's probably a good idea for you as well. So I'm going to set this aside, and then we'll be back to get ready on the recipe. All right, we're going to start with the dry ingredients first. This is some unbleached flour. You can use white all-purpose flour if you prefer. It's not a preference thing, it's just what you have in your pantry. I have some cinnamon and some nutmeg and just a dash of pumpkin pie spice, then some salt and some baking soda. So those are going to go in, and then we're going to also put in our oats, but I'm just going to give these a quick mix to get those spices and baking soda and salt well mixed into that flour. All right, now we're going to add some old-fashioned rolled oats. You could use the quick if you have them. That would be fine. If you have the old-fashioned, you're going to get a nicer, chewier cookie. And as always, I will leave you the instructions and you know, the ingredients in the bowl, in the box down below. I'm tongue-tied today. All right, so we've got that all mixed up. All right, now in my mixer here, I have some softened vegan margarine. I like the Earth Balance sticks. I think they, you know, they bake up so much better. The tub margarine is not, it's too watery, really. So I have that in there. I've got some white sugar going in, granulated white sugar. I have some brown sugar going in. And then I'm going to put a little vanilla in here. We have that, and a little more. Woof, a lot more. All right, we're going to put that on our mixer. All right, my ingredients are on the mixer, and I'm going to get the butter and the sugars and that vanilla well creamed. It might take me a good couple of minutes. I'll turn the speed up a little bit on this, and then once it is all creamy, I'll bring it back. Okay, we're going to give this another scrape. You should always, you know, scrape down your bowl when you're doing a job like this where you're creaming something to make sure it's all getting creamed and there's nothing on the sides of the bowl. All right, now I am going to add the flaxseed egg, and that is can you see that in there?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That is 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed and about I use 2.5 tablespoons of water. And you just put that together and you give that a good 10 minutes before you're ready to put it in your cookies or your breads or whatever. And it becomes very gelatinous, and this is the replacement for the egg. So I'm putting that in. And then I'm going to add the pumpkin now at this point. And we're going to plop that in there. And that, draining it did help take, you know, a nice amount of water out of that liquid. I'm going to mix this just until it's well combined. I don't need to beat it, you know, real hard again. And once we're done with that, I'll be back. All right, that's just nicely combined. All right, now I'm going to bring in my dry ingredients. And that's the, you know, the flour, the oats, the seasoning. Oof, I'm getting flour everywhere. That in there. Okay. Whoops, missed a little. And then I'm going to just incorporate this. I don't want to do a lot because I'm going to be adding some nuts and such. So I'm just going to mix this real quickly. And that's all I wanted to do was just get that mixed in. I'm gonna scrape the bowl down here and get some of that off of my beater, my paddle. And now comes the additions, the add-ons. Raisins, nuts, chocolate chips, cranberries, you know, whatever floats your boat as far as add-ins. Now I've got some dried cranberries here, and I took like a half a teaspoon of flour and I worked it in there to break those cranberries up so they don't clump together. You know how dried cranberries can do that. So I did that with those. Those are going in. And then I have some finely chopped pecans. And I have to thank the people at nutstop.com one more time, and I'm going to show you their label. And I'm going to put a thank you. I'm going to put a link down below. You can get 10% off on their products. I have a product code down there. It's a discount code. So, you know, check into that. They really do have some wonderful products. So, again, I'm just going to blend these in. I don't want to, you know, mix it up too hard. We don't want to break the cranberries down and all that. So once I've got this all mixed up, we'll come back. Okay, I've taken it off my mixer, taken that paddle and cleaned all the dough off of that, and now I am just looking through to make sure that, you know, there's no cranberries, you know, bunched up anywhere, and that there's no flour at the bottom of the bowl, and it looks really, really good. Let's get scooping. Come on down to my cookie sheet. Alrighty, I have a cookie sheet, and I have it lined with a nice parchment sheet. I love them. I also have silk pads, which I love, but sometimes when you just want something quick, that's the way to go. And I have a nice scoop. It's about 1.5 inches across, and it makes a nice 2-inch cookie, almost always 2 inches. So I'm going to finish, you know, filling in this cookie sheet, and we're going to put the cookie dough in the oven. Again, it's at 350. And it's preheated, and these are going to cook about 14 to 16 minutes. I'm going to bring them out, let them sit in that cookie sheet for about 5 minutes so they have a chance to kind of firm up, and then I'll put them on a cooling rack, and then I don't know what's going to happen. I have a feeling it's going to be utter mayhem in here when you know who gets in the kitchen and starts eating these cookies. Is it just ridiculous how good it smells in here?
It does smell good.
Oh, it smells good. It smells like, what does it smell like?
It smells like food.
It smells like autumn. Here, take a cookie. Mmm. Oh, it smells good.
Mmm. It smells good.
Yeah.
Let's see what it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that. Huh?
I'll show you mine. Oh, yeah.
Mine's got cranberry and pecan.
All right, here we go. Right off the top, the crispness of the outside is so. I know it'll soften up.
It took a little while for the pumpkin to settle in, but that's good.
And you know, these will pick up steam with those seasonings and all. You know, as they sit for a few hours.
Very good.
They get a chance to blend in. Oh my gosh, those are good. You're right about the pumpkin. And the cranberries are so, they're moist, very delicious, a nice addition. Oh, the cookies are wonderful.
Crisp outside.
Yeah, and those little bites of pecan. Even if you've never, you know, dipped your toe into the plant-based cooking, you really do need to try these. All right, we're out of here, right?
Right, I'm gonna get a cup of coffee and another cookie.
You all take care now. Thanks a lot for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.